Hey, what's up you guys? It is Brad here today and welcome back to episode number 81 of Ask Brick. Ask Brick is my Q&A show here on YouTube where you guys obviously ask me questions in the comments across any of my videos on all my social media platforms and I answer them up here for you today. We've got a ton of really great questions today and I couldn't be more excited to get right into it. The very first question we'll be taking a look at is from Brooke E8. Ask Brick, can you please explain a little bit more about how things work at BrickWorld Chicago? As a regular AFOL, do I need a convention badge? Is the yard sale for everyone? Or are they just for those who have tables at BrickWorld or are content creators? So I'm going to make a full video explaining more about BrickWorld Chicago and like LEGO conventions in general because I think there's a lot of great questions I could talk about. But because registration's still open for BrickWorld and it's actually the early bird discount is ending in just a few days, I wanted to talk about this now to give you a chance to make a decision early and then more information is to come. So there's a couple different ways that you could attend BrickWorld Chicago and this applies to a lot of conventions, but I'm going to talk about BrickWorld Chicago specifically here. So for starters, you could choose just to come as a public member. This just buys a ticket either at the door of the day of or online, or maybe not at the door, but like you just buy a ticket. I think it's like 10, 15 or 20 bucks. You come in, you could be there from 9 until 3 or 4 or something like that. And you can just enjoy the convention hall. You'll get to see the mocks. You'll get to see a lot of vendors. Have a chance to buy a lot of the things that are for sale. Probably see a lot of influencers, maybe do some meet and greets. There's often some events during the day that are meant for the public as well. And you can do all those just by buying a ticket. You could buy one ticket and go on Saturday or go on Sunday, or you could buy 2 tickets and go one of each days if you want to be able to chance to see it all and go as much as you can. You can go as a public, it's no commitment whatsoever and it's super easy to do, or you can also go as an AFOL. If you choose to go as an AFOL, it is a little bit different because there are actually 2 packages you could choose from. So you could either choose to go as a full 5-day AFOL, which basically means from Wednesday until Sunday, you can have unlimited access to the convention center. That's the ticket right now that's on sale for $100 instead of I think $135 as of March 31st. And what this gets you is, as I mentioned, all access to the convention center during those days. You'll also get a chance to display your mocks if you wish. You'll get to go to the yard sale. You'll get to have early access to the vendors, hangouts with all the other people that are there, including creators, not creators, everybody in between. There's workshops and panels and information sessions and games and builds and activities and all of that stuff that the public wouldn't have access to. Or as an AFOL, maybe you don't want to come to the full 5 days, but you want to experience things like the yard sale or some of the panels or the games and activities. You could choose to just do a 2-day weekend pass, which is an AFOL pass. It's a little bit less expensive than the full 5-day pass, but you also get less experience with it. So Brooke, in your case here, you have to ask yourself, do you want to just see the LEGO and have a chance to buy it maybe 1 day or maybe even 2 days? If that's the answer, yes, you probably just want to go to the public days and check it out there. If you're an AFOL that wants access to a bit more of the more exclusive LEGO things like the panels or the workshops, the games, or just spending more time at the convention center, you might want to take a look at one of the 2 AFOL passes. You don't have to display LEGO to be an AFOL at one of these events. I know myself, I know I'm a content creator, but I'm buying an AFOL badge just like everybody else, and whether or not I display or do not display LEGO at the convention is totally up to me. I may or may not be displaying something. We will honestly have to wait and see. But you just have to first, Brooke, make that decision. Are you an AFOL? Do you want to go for more than the 2 days or more than 1 day, just the public day? And then you can kind of decide. If you live close, you want to make it a full experience. The AFOL day is definitely a lot of fun and worth it. But if you're just new to the LEGO community and just think you want to spend a few hours there, then you can go ahead and get the public day and it's totally up to you. And as I said, guys, I'm going to make a whole video talking about BrickWorld Chicago a little bit more and kind of what you should expect going to your first LEGO convention. So if you guys do have any questions about that in particular, please leave them down in the comments below. The next question here is a little bit of a follow-up to the last episode of Ask Brick. It's from Miss Ambi 1921. Ask Brick, are you going to add more skyscrapers to your LEGO city? So the short answer is yes, I am planning to add more skyscrapers to my LEGO city here. So I'm very happy with the 4 skyscrapers that I currently have, or kind of 5 if you want to count that one. But I do think there is room for more, and I do have plans to add another one. Actually, right here. So you guys can see there is this open space here in my LEGO city. It is about 8 by 16 studs, maybe a little bit more, and I am planning to add a skyscraper right there. It will have a storefront there and a sidewalk, so I'm gonna have to do some creative maneuvering there because there's not a lot of room, and it's going to shoot up. Unfortunately, it will block a little bit of the bricks tower, but I want to make it look nice and want to make it look like it's part of the city. I also could see myself adding another skyscraper back here, and I feel like I've been really accumulating parts to possibly make some more skyscrapers skyscrapers in the future, but I think like any Lego city, mine will never ever be complete and there will always be room to add more skyscrapers. I mentioned that I do have plans to add another skyscraper to my city sometime soon, and you guys will have to stay tuned for the city updates about that. I don't know when I will start that progress, but it is planning to be something cool. I want it to be like an entertainment skyscraper. I want it to have like a casino and a nightclub and a venue, like a concert hall, a restaurant with a patio. I've got big dreams for that skyscraper, and I don't know when I'll start it, but as I said, make sure you guys stick along for my Lego City updates because I will post it in there and I'll talk all about it there. Ask Brick, how often do you build Lego sets? That's a really good question. I think it really just varies week by week. I feel like some weeks I'll be in a little bit of a building mood and I'll build 2 or 3 Lego sets, some of them bigger ones, some of them just really small, and it's a lot of fun. And then other weeks I'm just not in a building mood and I might not even build any sets, or maybe I'll just build one. So a lot of times I do build Lego sets on camera for my speed build channel, so it might actually, I probably would build more Lego sets if I didn't have to set up the room and set up the camera every time to build a set. But that's why I don't always do that. Sometimes I actually just build Lego sets for the fun of it. But I would say I try and build at least an average of 1 Lego set a week. I definitely should be building more because I've got a backlog of Lego that I need to get through. Like realistically, I probably build an average of a set a week, which means some weeks I build 0 and some weeks I build 2. So I should try and balance that out more and do at least, that should be my goal this year, is to build at least 1 Lego set. So we'll see how that goes. Kep8971 asks, Brick, do you find that packing BrickLink orders take longer with your bags than it would in drawers? Alright, so I'll answer this question from the BrickLink room because I think that only makes the most sense, but recently I did a BrickLink store tour where I showed that all of my lots for the most part are either located here or they're located here in these bins, and everything is in these Lego bags. Do I think that it would take longer to pull orders because I have to go through these bags? A little bit of yes and no. So I've got everything really organized here. So like this bin right here, for example, everything is, there's only 50 different lots in here and everything's in an individual bag. So when I pack an order, it sorts all the pieces by remarks. So I know that it'll go from 1 all the way to like 1800, and I just have to go down this line and get everything. And it's very easy that way. So I know that if pieces are grouped together, it's easy to pack. It doesn't take a long time to find everything and dump it out. And I think doing it this method allows me to have the BrickLink store really condensed into a small area. You guys would not believe, but there are over 50,000 Lego parts in just this section alone. I know stores that have maybe 10,000 bricks, but have so much space that is needed because everything's in a unique drawer or in a unique lot in like a storage system, and it's hard to find everything. So although it might be a little bit more time consuming to pull out a bin here and have to find whatever bag it is and pull the parts from it, I feel like I might save a lot of that time not having to walk from here, like if I was at a space in there, into the main Lego room to, you know, grab a part here and then walk all the way back to pack it. Like I feel like that walking would probably add up a lot of the same time. So I feel like this is a good method here. Feel like my bags work, and I don't feel like it adds a ton of extra time to packing the order process. I think it probably does add the most amount of time to putting pieces away because I don't part out as efficiently as I could, and I think that adds extra time, but I don't think it's the fault of ordering. As I said, I just really feel like everything balances out, and I'm not planning on making the switch from my bags to drawers anytime soon because I don't have the space for it, and I think my system works pretty decent for right now at least. Ask Brick, how does it feel when your videos go viral? This is always a fun question because videos going viral is something that's so random and you don't know what it really feels like until it happens to you. The first video of mine that actually went viral was back in 2016, I believe, 2016. It was my very first ever Will It Float video. That video really just took off, and to me that was amazing. It like just propelled my subscriber count so much. It was crazy. I remember when I posted that video and it got a lot of views in the first couple hours, I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. People must love this. And then it just kept growing and growing and growing. And I feel like this was a time on the internet where it wasn't easy to go viral. Like posting a YouTube video and getting it to millions of views is a lot harder than posting a TikTok and getting it to millions of views for sure. And I remember being 15, 16 at the time of this happening. I was blown away. Like, as I said, my YouTube ad revenue was shooting up. My subscriber number was shooting up. The comments were insane. So it felt really, really cool to go viral. And I've gone viral a few times since then. I've made lots more Will It Float videos that did really well, or lots more other videos on YouTube that did well. But I think virality has really changed a lot now because of short form content. I've posted a few videos on TikTok and Instagram in the last year that have done insane numbers. I'm talking like 10+ million views. Sometimes it's a great video and I'm like, oh yes, I'm super glad that went viral because I am proud of it. Other times it's an excerpt of me talking in an Ask Brick episode where it's just me talking for a minute straight, nothing, no edit, nothing, and it just goes viral and does millions of views. And I'm like, of all the content that you had to see of me, why is me talking about a pick-a-brick cup in a yellow shirt with no graphics or anything on screen going completely viral? And it's just insane. I think going viral at the start, I remember when a video was doing well, I was just so excited. Like the only feeling I had about a viral video back then was just pure excitement because it was like, wow, this is taking off. Now when they go viral, it's like, oh my God, is all my friends and family gonna see this? Like, because TikTok is just so different. Back then, only Lego fans would see your Lego YouTube content. Now TikTok will literally just push your content anywhere. Anytime I have a viral video on one of those platforms, some new person in my life that doesn't know I like Lego sends me a text or a message and being like, oh my God, I didn't know you were a Lego YouTuber. And it's just like, that's definitely the worst part about going viral. It's just, it exposes my secrets that I didn't want to expose to the world, but it's really exciting. I love when I post a video and it pops off, but as I said, in addition to that, oh my God, why are people gonna know? It's also like, I'm more business oriented now, so it's like, I'm dissecting it. I'm excited it's going viral, but I'm like, more than excited, I'm like, why is this one going viral? What did I say or do that's making it pop off? Like, what are the hashtags I use? What was the hook? What was the intro? How did I keep viewers' attention? How many hours have they watched this? So it's not as just like the wholesome excitement as it used to be that I was just like, wow, that went viral, I got so lucky. Now it's like, let me turn on the strategic part of my brain to find out why. So I want to replicate this and do it again. But it is a good feeling when you go viral. It's fun, it is exciting. But there's a lot of other different emotions to it because the more viral you get, the more comments you get. Comments can sometimes be fun. I'm making a whole video on my channel talking about like getting exposed about being a Lego fan and stuff like that. I don't know when it'll come out, but yeah, it feeds into that. But overall, I do have to say, I do feel happy and proud and excited when a video goes viral. But it's always an interesting feeling because you never know what's going to go viral. You never know what's going to pop off. And now as a YouTuber and a content creator, I'm doing a little bit more dissecting of why than I used to. So, but at the end of the day, it's still equally as exciting. All right, so I think we have time for one more question here. This one's from Upgraded Titan Cameraman. Ask Brick, do you have any video game minifigures or sets? I feel like I have to look around my Lego room for this one because I'm honestly not too sure. Let's start over here at some of these displays here. I don't recall, like I think this is an Overwatch set right here and I don't play the game or anything like that. I solely just bought it because I like the set. I thought it looked cool. I don't believe the rest of these are from video games. Same with up here. I don't think any of these are from movies or video games or anything like that. I guess I do have some of the Nintendo sets that are video games, like the NES here or even the Super Mario Bros. Starter pack. I like the NES. I think it's a cool set. I love the TV and I got the starter pack because I thought I'd like that set and I absolutely don't. But no, I don't think any of these are video game sets. I feel like I might have some Lego Dimensions here. Yeah, look at that. Like I've got a Unikitty from Lego Dimensions, but unfortunately no actual Dimension set. I've got Ninjago movie sets and Scooby-Doo sets, but I know they're not really movies, so they don't count. I do have some Hidden Side sets. Where are they though? Hidden Side was kind of like a video game, but I don't even know where those sets are. Oh yeah, they're actually just right down here. So I've got a couple of them there. And I thought I had, oh, there it is. I knew I had a lighthouse somewhere. So yeah, I guess those are technically video games, but for the most part, a lot of the Lego that I have here in my collection is not video game Lego. I don't have any of the new Fortnite sets or anything like that. I might actually get them at some point. I'm just not entirely sure. So I'm not opposed to collecting video game minifigures or sets. I guess they're just not something that I'm super passionate about or super excited about. So I might actually find some other video game sets I have here in the Lego room after I finished answering this video, but those are the ones that I could think of off the top of my head as I did a quick glance kind of around the Lego room. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode of Ask Brick. I really hope you did enjoy. If you did, of course, please don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe. Don't forget to leave your questions down in the comments below for a future episode, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all here in the next video.